Alright, welcome to Pokemon Emerald version.
We're playing this on a Game Boy Advance.
Shh.
This is on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, what gen is this?
This is Gen 3. This is actually one of my favorite games of all time.
Was that the gen that, like Ruby, Sapphire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of played this before.
Yeah, you played the remakes.
Right.
So they're pretty similar, I mean. They are remakes, so...
Is this the one where your dad's a gym leader?
Mm-hmm.
I know this game, everybody! I know very little about Pokemon. That's Torchic.
This is one with too much water.
Hate it.
7.8 out of 10.
So since it's Emerald, which legendary do we get?
We get all three.
Oh!
Yeah, how about that? Which is pretty awesome.
Do they incorporate that into the story, or...?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So this is just definitive version.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of like Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Crystal. As it has like the best of both worlds when it comes to content.
Alright. I'm excited to see this in action.
No, I haven't played this game in years, so it should be interesting.
My only request is that we shake things up with our team.
Okay.
Because like if it was me playing, we would have the starter the entire time.
Well, I'm gonna keep the starter.
Well, I know that, but I mean like that's the only one you would see. Because I'm very lame with how I play Pokemon.
Yeah, I try to improvise most of the time. I don't really go in with like a set guide or anything. What should our name be?
Our name should be... The first thing I thought of, I'm like, I probably shouldn't do that.
Oh.
Whatever you want, I don't care.
How about the name of the channel?
Hey, Original the Trainer.
Oh, that would have been good too.
I was gonna say Brandon.
Oh.
Edit that out.
So we're moving into Little Root Town.
It's weird how they just flicker.
Yeah.
That scene looked pretty cool in the 3DS remake.
Yeah, like this was a whole intro.
Yeah. Your mom's so nice, making you travel with the boxes.
Yeah.
Is this the only game where you have like two parents?
Yeah, it is actually, which is pretty interesting. Because like in all the other games, you don't have a dad.
Relatable. Hey, it's a GameCube.
Yeah.
I have a father, just throw that out there.
It doesn't really matter what time.
Yeah. What, it doesn't just go off of the GBA time?
No. Well, the GBA didn't have a clock.
Yeah, I know. Great console.
Check this shit out. There's a potion in here.
I didn't know that.
Oh, the movers are gone. That was quick.
It's kind of fucked up that they make Pokemon do that.
It's manual labor.
Yeah. Go say hey.
Okay. Stranger danger, I'm just gonna go into this person's house.
I always wondered how come in these games that the towns have like two buildings.
Mhm.
It's like, alright, that's the introduction town.
And then the anime just looks like a city.
Yeah. Where there's like 5 adults and like 30. Hey, it's
Rival the character.
Original the rival.
This is actually like the first time in the game where you can't name your rival, which sucks.
This game's trash. She has an orange GameCube.
That's actually pretty cool.
Where'd you get that?
I think I'm supposed to go up here.
Yeah, I'd be down for another like what would you call this? 16-bit, 32-bit?
32-bit.
I'm down for another one of these. I really like that just the art style of it.
Yeah, it's cool. I kind of miss this. Like the 3D games are okay, but oh yeah, do you want to pick a starter of any kind? Or?
It's all you, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the one that nobody goes with,
Yeah,
which happens to be my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I love Trico.
See, I went with Torchic.
Torchic's cool.
It's a zigzag. Trico looks like a, I don't know. Looks like he's gonna be selling me insurance.
Looks like Gex.
For those of you who don't know, that's a failed franchise. Anyways.
Was it a failed franchise?
I don't know.
I never played a single Gex game, so I wouldn't know.
And therein lies the problem. See, like, he's no Professor Oak, though.
I know. Oh, shit. I meant to hit you guys. Yeah, sure, why not?
May will be very happy.
I'm just happy that she's not a jerk like the other two rivals in the first two games.
I don't know, I kind of like that.
Yeah, like it is cool because it makes you want them. It makes you want to beat them more, I guess. It's like it's a lot more satisfying when you beat them.
That's a Wurmple, not to be confused with Caterpie.
That's the one thing I didn't care about in the new games is that the rival picks a Pokemon that's weak to yours.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's already an easy game. Stop making it easier.
Yeah. That game was incredibly easy, actually.
It's a joke. Speaking of the new ones, I was actually looking into how to record 3DS games recently. Because I really want to fucking do Sun.
That'd be cool.
But, I don't know. I guess the best method would probably be emulation.
How do you emulate a 3DS game, though?
Oh, you know. That's the best Pokemon in the game. Poochyana's my favorite.
Poochyana's cool.
I would never evolve it, though. The evolve form's trash.
Really?
Yeah, it's trash.
I like the evolve form.
Poochyana is all you need. I'm weird like that. Like, Roulette, never evolved. Level 100 Roulette, that's how I roll.
Did you not evolve it?
I did the first time, but, like, he has a bow tie. He has a bow tie, Jake.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that. My buddies were like, oh, what's the best grass start? And they're like, oh, Bulbasaur. I'm like, he's garbage. He doesn't have a bow tie on. Can't trust him.
So, almost to the rival.
Is that her?
There she is.
Hey, May. And we're playing this in May. Oh, fuck. It's a good thing I played
The remakes.
Omega Ruby recently, so I was
I
pretty much
kind
in
of
my
like
head.
these games better than the remakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the remakes have like so much like unnecessary dialogue because they try to like extend the storyline a bit. So it's like let's include character development, which these games really don't need.
Yeah. You don't need it.
It's like I just want to go catch animals and make them fight each other.
Yeah. I want this little chickadee to fight this lizard.
So it's gonna take a while.
So since you like play these games religiously,
Mm-hmm.
like how fast if you tried to speedrun, I'm not saying we're doing that because that's no. But if you were going to, how fast do you think you could beat a game?
How fast?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Like if you just went completely out of your way for a speedrun.
Shit, I lost.
Oh wow, how'd that happen? I didn't even know it was possible to lose these.
I know they are, but it's rare.
Mm.
Okay. Do I have to fight her again? That sucks.
Oh, do you have to?
I have to go all the way back up there. I should have saved first in case something like this happened.
No,
Oh,
it's
well.
see, this is what happens when you ran away from Poochyana. You should have got him on your team.
I feel
with
like I
the
could beat
Pokeball
it
you don't
pretty
have.
quick. Like if I skipped like all the trainer battles, I could do it pretty quick. But the thing is, I like fighting all the trainers because they give you XP and money.
Shitload of money.
Yeah.
Everyone's rich in this world.
But I've seen speed runs of this game in particular, and they seem very frustrating.
Oh, because there's a lot of like randomness.
Yeah.
involved.
Because it's like depending on what Pokemon the gym leader sends out next, like it could screw their whole strategy. And like whether or not a Pokemon lands a critical hit or misses, like if an attack misses, it could like draw out the battle even longer. stuff like that.
But why don't you just kill this guy since you're almost at level 6?
Oh, the Poochyena?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna save time.
Oh, I mean, you do you. Back for some more, are you?
Yeah. It's already evolved. Okay, take 2.
What do you mean the first one never happened? Wink.
Why does it have so much defense? I feel like it was barely doing any damage to it the first time. Maybe it just has like really good stats. Maybe she got like a really good one. Like perfect IVs and whatnot.
Is that possible?
I actually don't know. I know like some, the way that like in the Battle Frontier, trainers have different Pokemon with like different EV yields and stuff. Or attributes. Oh, there we go. RGN God was on my side this time.
It really was. Ooh, absorb. Now you can absorb. Wow.
That was supposed to happen the first time.
Yeah. We were just showing you what happens if you lose. Obviously. Do you think Jake's gonna lose in his favorite game of all time?
Yeah, what if like that was just like a really bad omen for like how the rest of the game's gonna be?
I fucking hope. That'd be really funny. Just give up before the Elite Four.
It's nice that this town's like 10 feet away from the hometown.
Yeah, right? So what was the point of the clock earlier? Does it get darker, brighter?
No, it actually doesn't, which is weird because in Gold and Silver, it does. Like there's a day and night cycle in that game. But I think the reason why they
Did
removed...
you say you won on your first try?
Shh, he doesn't know. Because the thing is that they had a day and night cycle in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, but it drained like the hell out of the battery, which made the game like unplayable after a certain period of time. So I think they omitted it from this game because of the same reason.
Nope.
I could be wrong, but
Then what's the point?
the point is there are certain things in this game that use time as a mechanic. Like you have berries that you can grow and like over time, and then you also have like the TV set. Like certain shows will come on. Like once you beat the Elite Four, there's this one thing that comes on where it's the Lily Cove Mall sale, where at certain random times it will appear on the TV, and if you like talk to the TV, then it kind of happens. The sale. So like say you go up to the TV, it activates the event, and then the sale happens on the roof where like all the merchants go on top of the roof and you can buy certain items.
Just like real life.
But if the clock is broken, which if you have like a cartridge long enough, it will actually the internal battery will run dry,
Really?
making all time events broken essentially. Like it pretty much freezes time. So you can never go to the rooftop sale, you can never grow berries.
Oh shit, he has a Poochyena.
Level 5, holy crap. I should have healed my Pokemon.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The thing is, I've gotten so used to like the new games where they heal your Pokemon every 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's like ridiculous. Like you can just walk to the end of a route and then somebody runs up and heals your Pokemon. I think I'm good though. I have Absorb on my side.
Poor little guy. Put him down. Do you have an idea of what Pokemon you want in your team?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. I'm just gonna catch like a bunch of temporary ones though. Just,
Like a Zigzagoon?
yeah. It's actually pretty helpful.
Is EXP share on, or do you have to get that later?
Well, the way it works in these games is that it only works with one Pokemon. It's a held item.
Okay.
And then you give it to a Pokemon, and then that Pokemon leeches off your current Pokemon. It doesn't like work for the whole
Oh,
party.
so it works like for only one at a time. Okay.
Which is kind of less broken in a sense. Like it's not broken. It's just what's the word? Like it's not as convenient, I guess.
Yeah. I don't really get why people are against that. Like I understand. Like I don't know. When I was playing Pokemon Red for the first time on my 3DS, I was like, walking in a patch of grass for 2 hours wasn't really exhilarating for me.
Yeah. I like the old sprites. They're very derpy.
They're just hopping around. Here's the thing, though. For your main team, you have to give them names.
Oh, okay.
You gotta name them like Jeremy Fisher.
I was gonna name him, but I just keep forgetting. Let's test out Zigzagoon.
Just name him Harold.
We should use like a random name generator.
Our eyes met.
We must do battle.
Oh, jeez, Rick. It's gonna be 70 more episodes of that show.
Only?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what the current deal is.
That sucks. I never watched it, but a lot of people are a fan of it.
Yeah, the fans are the best part. Yeah, I love them.
Is that like the very like pretentious like?
They're the ones who started a riot because they didn't get their crappy sauce.
Well, I just remember like a lot of people saying, well, there's some people that say they don't like it, and then there's always like that one guy where he's like very like, you don't understand the complexity of this show.
Yeah, there's a few of those
It's like,
everywhere.
really? It's a comedy.
I like the people who, and I'm not even, like earlier I was sarcastic, now I'm being serious. I like the people who like enjoy it, but they're like, yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, that's about it. But the people who say like, but if you think about it, it's like the smartest show. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just a silly show. Now, if you want good television, you look up Pokemon Sun and Moon, the series. Gotta find out what happens to Lily. No, not Zigzagoon.
That damn critical hit.
You zigged when you should have zagged.
Oh, good advice. I'll keep that in mind.
Now, I would actually like if they made like X and Y in Sun and Moon, but like this. Because I want to see all the new Pokemon, how they would look in 32-bit.
I miss this old art style. Like, I remember when I was like 12, and these were the games I was playing at the time, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be so cool when Pokemon are in 3D. And I don't know, it just feels very underwhelming, the new games.
You know, I saw a thing that said that it's a rumor for the new Switch one that it may be slightly better than the 3DS. And if that's the case, that's like even more disappointing.
Yeah.
That like you're releasing it because like the 3DS is basically slightly weaker GameCube, I would probably say.
Probably, yeah.
And the Switch is fucking HD console. Probably do a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I'll still buy it.
Yeah.
But you know what else I'm gonna buy?
What's that?
The rest of this battle in the next episode.
Alright, see you then.